Hey everybody, the next thing that I wanted to talk to you about are name days. So, as Eastern Catholics, as Byzantine Catholics, Melkites, typically you have a name saint. So, your parents may have named you after a saint, or if you were converted later and confirmed, typically you choose a saint to be your own personal patron, essentially, someone that you ask to pray for you and that you draw inspiration from. In our family, each of our girls' middle name is their name saint. And so one of my goals this year is to do a better job of celebrating their name day. So some families do something super simple, like baking a special treat that day, or I've even seen they have a special, fancy plate that kiddo gets to eat from that day, and acknowledging that saint. We are also going to, at dinner time, read the story of that saint so that the girls can just continue to be immersed in the lives of the saints and highlight that saint of the day. So the first saint that we have in our family is tomorrow, and it's Saint Rose. So Saint Rose of Lima was known for her beauty, and she even rejected several marriage offers to dedicate her life to Christ. And one of the things that she's known for is she used to wear a crown of roses, but she actually allowed the thorns to irritate her head as a sacrifice and an offering to God. So what I'm doing for St. Rose Day is we're actually going to make little flower crowns. So I found a tutorial for simple flower crowns on Pinterest, and basically you just take the foam sheets and cut them into squares. So they come in all different sizes, but this is basic craft foam. I bought mine on Amazon. You cut it into squares, and then from the squares you go ahead and cut flowers. And as you can see, they're not particularly lovely. I just free-handed them. That was easier than stenciling all of them and making it a big ordeal. It didn't take me more than 20 minutes, and I did, 60-ish flowers. So a lot, because I have 4 girls who are going to want to wear flower crowns. And then once the flowers are made, you can just actually poke a pipe cleaner right through them. It goes through pretty quickly and easily. And then fold your flower so it pokes a second time. And then you just go ahead and slide it down on the pipe cleaner until you'll have a whole crown. So I'll show you them on the girls. You getting them on? Okay.
Mama, I got the flower.
Are you doing it? You're just playing and making a mess. And then Hannah's crown is already done. We worked on it together.
Woo! I make a flower.
You did make a flower. Good job. And then Ada's working really hard on hers. There you go, Ada. Good job. Okay, so we found one tip as we're doing it. Fold the flower in half, and it slides down the pipe cleaner much easier. Now, obviously, not everybody's going to have a Saint Rose in their family, though I imagine Rose is a pretty popular name saint. So I wanted to walk you through the process that I used. So basically, the first thing I did is go ahead and just write down the name saints for each of our family and then find out when their feast day is. And I went ahead and popped that on our calendar. So just basic planning ahead of time. And then as the feast days are approaching, I'm just trying to think of a baked item or a craft that would go along with that particular saint. So as I told you about Saint Rose, she was pretty easy. The next saint that I'm going to be highlighting is Saint Mariam Boardi, and she's my 5th daughter's saint, and she was a little bit trickier. She's a contemporary nun. But as I was reading through her life, honestly, I was inspired all over again why I chose her for our daughter. But she was able to levitate. So I made a really cool craft to go with that as well. So basically just reading through the saints' story, something will pop out about them. And then hopping on Pinterest or on Google, wherever your source is, and just start Googling craft about roses, craft about levitating. I mean, there's a lot out there that people have already created, and there is no need to reinvent the wheel when it comes to all of these things. It saves you so much time and effort to go ahead and utilize what other people are already doing.
Happy